This 3D model is very interactive. You can see here that you can open the frunk just by tapping it. You can lock your car doors. It makes a nice little locking sound. You can unlock the cars, and then you can open the trunk too, and you can also open the charging port just by pressing the charging connector there. We're going to go ahead and demo some of this for you right now. You can see that it is drizzling a little bit, so let's demo the wipers really quick. The wipers are on the very end of your stick on the left. This one button right there, you can go ahead and press that once and your wipers will activate. Now this was really confusing for me at first because I didn't know that the wipers pop up on the screen. I was wondering, like, how do we make this continually go on? Right now they're set for auto, so when it detects rain, it will automatically come on and it will adjust the speed accordingly. So you press that wiper button one time and your settings and controls pop up right here. Now if you don't want to touch the screen, you can use this nice little switch right here, left and right. Go ahead and turn left and right, and you can see it changes the settings. So this is the speed. You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can just toggle the left and right connection there on the left side of your steering wheel, and it will switch the wiper speed just like that. So this was one of the first questions that I had when I got in the car. I actually, was really curious because it was raining, and I was like, how do we turn on the wipers? And in any other car, you just, use the stick on the side. But for here, you have additional touchscreen controls. So it's highly important to know about. We can see our turning signal going on there. If we just push this down to the left, it turns the signal on. If we push it to the right, it turns the right signal on just like that. So let's demo that one more time so you get a clear picture. If we move it over to the left, we just push it down and you can see the camera comes on top. Let's leave it down longer so they can see the camera. You can see the camera, and then you can move it over to the right side just by pushing it up. So that's how you do your blinkers. We've covered our wipers. So very important things when you get inside of a Tesla Model 3. Want a bite-sized version of technology news? Try TLDR's free daily newsletter. TLDR covers the most interesting technology, science, and coding in just 5 minutes. Subscribe using the link in the description completely for free. It wants us to fasten our seatbelt before we ever make any moves. So highly important stuff, and that we're good to go. So all we have to do is just take our seatbelt here, and you'll notice when I click in the seatbelt, it just goes away just like that, and then we are good to start driving. So I'm going to just show you some of the interface here as we pull out, and you'll get to see what it looks like in real time as we drive on the street, and you'll see the interface. So it's really interesting to see all the other cars on the Tesla screen as it pops up. So let's go ahead and get on the road. We'll go ahead and shift this into a driving mode, and we'll pull out of the parking lot, and you'll get to see what it looks like as it detects cars all around us. So it can even detect the person in front of us as we're walking. So yeah, the person is popped up on the screen right there, and we are good to go. So we'll pull out of this parking spot. We'll put on our blinker, let everyone know that we are currently moving, and of course the camera pops open right here. As you can see, it lets us know if we are going to turn left or right, if it's clear to turn left or right. It lets us know how far away from cars we are, 30 inches away from cars, and it uses audio, it uses the audio sounds to let you know if you're gonna hit something or if you're getting close to something. So it's really cool as all the different cars here pop up right on the screen as we begin to drive into the parking lot. So you can see your speed is right here. We're going 6 miles an hour. Our headlights are on. And you may be wondering, how do you turn on the headlights in a Tesla? Well, the Tesla is a computer. It's smart. It just turns them on for you. It knows what time of day it is. It knows how dark it is. It knows when there are no cars on the road for even turning on your bright lights. So it's very smart, and it's not something that you typically have to think about in a Tesla, but it does alert you when they are on, and they turn blue when the headlights are bright. So they're automatic. You just hop in the car and you're good to go. So we've got our left turn signal on right here, and we're pulling out, and we can see the camera popping up to let us know if there's anyone to the left of us. One cool thing about the Tesla is the speed limit pops up in the top right, so you always know how fast you can go when you're driving on a certain road. On this road we can go 25 miles an hour, as we can see there in the top right. and we're going 14 right now as we approach a stoplight. So you can see we have a ton of cars in front of us, and the cameras on the Tesla have noticed them all. So it puts every car on the map on the road, and if we were to turn left and put our signal on, it would let us know, like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that right now because there's a car next to you. It pops up with that red line letting you know that there's a car in your blind spot. So if you're to switch lanes from that perspective, you probably don't want to do that. So the car is extremely smart and extremely clever. It even shows stoplights. So you can see we're at a stoplight. It's red, and it even pops up on the computer screen itself and lets us know that we're at a red stoplight, and we're good to go. So the Tesla is pretty powerful and pretty incredible. You can see what it looks like as we drive on the road here. It is raining. It is it's not as sunny, but they do have in these Model 3s this lovely glass here, and this looks stunning when it's a beautiful sunny day and the sun's shining through, and you can look up and see the rest of the sky and what that looks like. I think photos from this perspective too, if you're on a FaceTime call or if you take a selfie and you can see the glass in the Tesla, it looks really good. So from an interior point of view, it's really nice and really cool. I'm really excited to be able to have such cool engineering inside this car. So we saw red lights, now the lights green, and we can even see that they're green right here on the screen. So really cool that we can see the green lights there as we start to navigate here, and we are good to go. So a couple things that you probably may be wondering, like how do you do inside of a Tesla? So first off is maybe like something like music. Well, your music controls are right here, and we can tap on them, and we've logged in with our Spotify, and we can select our streaming. Now, for streaming to work, you do need a $10 a month subscription. So streaming requires a $10 a month premium connectivity subscription from Tesla. We'll demo what that looks like to subscribe later in this video, but that gets you access to things like streaming your music, watching Netflix, watching things in the theater at the supercharger, accessing the internet browser. All of that's $10 a month. It even gets you access to like premium features within the data mode for maps. So maps navigation works without the $10 subscription, but it doesn't give you things like traffic data and additional features inside the maps and streaming connectivity. So we can come over here, we can go over and we can select a different station here, but what I want to highlight is the sources component here. This lets us connect anything: Spotify, karaoke, Tidal, radio, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and more. So if I want to do the radio, I can just tap on the radio right here, and we can turn on the game station. There's a Warriors game going on right now as we speak, and if we can turn up the volume to it, we can probably hear a little bit.
Guarded by Quinones, gets a nice screen from Xavier Tillman. And they move it around the right side to Brissett. Get a post up Tillman. Back to the basket on the right block, out for Pritchard. Guarded by Robinson, gets a screen, scooting to the...
So we've got the streaming component. I can't unfortunately play any copyrighted music for you, but that is a demo there of playing music inside, or playing audio or streaming inside of your Tesla. All you have to do is just swipe up, go to sources, and connect whichever app you want, whether you want it Spotify, karaoke, Tidal, the radio, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music, Bluetooth, TuneIn, or streaming. So really cool that we have access to all of this technology. You can see the blind spot detector again. If we're trying to turn left and there's a car in the way, it will let you know, it will show red, and it will warn you that you cannot turn until it's safe. So really cool features as we're driving here. So we can continue checking out all the different software. We can see our speed limit now is 55 and our max. So we've checked out streaming. You may be wondering, how do you work the air conditioner and the AC and the heating? So this is one of the most advanced components of the Tesla, and it happens right here at the very bottom, where right now we can see that the cooling is around 68 degrees and it's on manual mode. You can just tap this once and all of your controls pop open for the Tesla. So here you can turn on, if you want to turn off the AC, you just press this power button and it turns it off and it grays it out. If you want to turn it back on, you just tap it and it's at 68 degrees. So you've got all of these various different controls. This AC button right here, you just press it and it turns it on. One of my favorite features of this is you can change the direction of the air blowing just by touching and using the screen right here. Check out today's sponsor, Rakuten, where you can get a $30 bonus today when you sign up using the link in the description, appfind.org/Rakuten. You can shop at your favorite stores with over 3,500 stores to check out, and you install the plugin, create an account on Rakuten, and earn cash back today. It's really cool that you can come here and get paid to shop, and of course you can earn your $30 bonus today using the link in the description. This helps out the AppFind channel a lot, so check out today's sponsor, Rakuten, using the link appfind.org/Rakuten. The vents, they are right here, this little thin line right here and right over there. So when you are hot on a hot day and you want to cool down, the vents, it blows air right outside right here, and you can control the direction of that just by playing around with this lovely graphic right here on screen, and you can say where you want the cool air to come from or the hot air. So really cool features that they built right into the Tesla touchscreen. This entire panel allows you to control your air conditioning unit and all of the heat. So by default, I typically have this on auto, and it sets the degrees. It knows how hot it is in the car, it knows how hot it is outside or how cool it is, and it will adjust the temperature accordingly. But if you don't want it on auto, if you want to manually do it, you can come on here, you can turn on the manual control. You can speed it up if you want. You can turn it all the way up to 10, and you can start to hear it boot up there. Now we're getting a full blast for our AC. You can turn it down as you want to. You can recycle the air right here just by pressing on the recycling button. You can turn on your rear defrost just by pressing this button right here, or your front defrost just by pressing that button right there. So you've got various different options right here. And another cool feature about the Model 3 is it comes with these lovely seat heaters. So you can see, you can turn the seat heater on auto and it will detect and turn on when it thinks it's appropriate, or you can manually control it right here. And they've got 3 levels. Right now, 3 red lines are across, so that means that they are on max capacity. It's heating up to its highest capacity. I can tap it once and then be on 2. Instead of 3, now it's at its second capacity. And then I can put it on number 1 with 1 red line, and it's on its weakest capacity there. So you've got 3 levels of the heat warmers, and depending on how hot you want your seat to be, you can turn them on. And of course, you've got various different controls. Just because in the passenger mode I turn mine on doesn't mean that the driver mode turns them on either. So the driver has their complete controls of the heat, and they also have their complete controls of the AC. So if you want to be really cold and the driver wants to be really hot, you can both manage your own just by pressing the split button. And then now I can turn up mine all the way to make it really hot, and they can turn up theirs to make it really, really cold. And now we have 2 different temperatures coming from the left side on the driver mode and on the right side on the passenger mode. So that's really cool that you can split the AC just like that. And then to undo that, you just press the split button one more time, and when it's not blue, you can now adjust it for both controls. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn down this control. I'll actually just leave it on auto really quick. So it's heating up, and you can come in here, you can set the temperature for that. So really cool devices and controls right here. You've got the front, and then another component right here is the rear. You can go to the rear component of the screen or of the car and control things like the seats, the seat heaters in the back. So we can turn them on. Right now they're all off. You can just tap them to turn the seat heaters on in the back. If you have passengers in the back just like this, you can set the different levels, the 1, 2, 3 levels. You can turn them off. So just like this, we can control the seat heaters in the very back of the car. And it makes it really easy for us to come in here and change the AC and the controls inside the car. So we've got the front controls on the left side at the very top, and the back controls on the rear side at the very bottom right here. So really cool that we can come in here and make all of those adjustments really quickly as we need to. So really awesome stuff. To see the best AI tools and apps, go to appfind.ai for a full list of hundreds of tools. Also, subscribe to our weekly newsletter using the link in the description at appfind.ai/newsletter to get a weekly email update of the best AI tools in your inbox. And make sure to sign up for other recommended newsletters as well. That way, you can always stay up to date with the latest AI tools and tech. Next up, let's take a look at some of the navigation features that we have. When you're driving in a Tesla, it lets us know. If it thinks we're gonna hit a car, it turns it's red. And that's, we didn't know that was gonna happen, but it does let you know if you get too close to something. And it does have automatic braking. So if you ever do forget to brake, it can help you in the end. Not guarantee that you won't hit something, but it does use the system right here to let you know while you're driving if it thinks you're going to hit something or if you shouldn't turn in case of someone being nearby. But I want to check out the navigation stuff right here in the Tesla. This screen right here, you can see you've got full navigation. It tells you where you are and where to drive. So a cool feature that they have is you can press this button right up here and you can be centered in the navigation. It tells you the direction that you're going, and we can tap the map and get additional features. So if we want to see additional cars, or not additional cars, but like what the world looks like, a world map view, we can tap on this top icon right here, and it shows us all the satellite footage of what it looks like when you're driving in this area. So in addition to the street names, you got a full satellite view right here. So that's one cool feature that you can add on top of your Tesla. You can just tap the screen to make the controls go away. You can tap them to bring them back. And this is kind of like the satellite view. You can tap it to make that go away and go back to the normal view. So really cool options that we have right here inside of our Tesla. We can go ahead and press that traffic control button right here, which looks like a stoplight, and it shows us what the traffic looks like in certain areas of our driving. So it lets us know red is kind of like heavy traffic, orange is medium traffic. So it just lets us know overall what the traffic conditions look like when we press the traffic control button right there. And we can turn this off by pressing it one more time. Next up, it lets us know what's nearby in terms of food options and shopping areas. We can see if we want to tap to navigate to something, we can tap on it and it opens it up and we can start navigating to it right away. So it calculates the route right for us, and then it uses this really clever technology to let us know how our battery will go. Now right here will always show you what your battery percentage will be when you get to your destination. So at 63% in 0 minutes at 3 p.m. it's 300 feet away. And then you can always map in superchargers if you want to. You heard that noise in the background. It let us know that the light was changing to green, which was really cool. If you're ever setting on a light, it lets you know that it's turned to green.
Now your destination is on the left.
And you can see that the voice has, or the navigation has voice and step-by-step directions, turn-by-turn navigation. So that's really helpful to come in here and play with when we're inside of our Tesla. If we're ever going anywhere, you just use the navigation buttons to get to where you need to go. So the last cool feature right here on our handy little toolbar on the side is the superchargers. You press this, you press the charging button, and it lets you know all the charging stations nearby, and you can scroll across and find whichever charging stations you need in order to get to charge up your car. So really handy that you can come in here and see that and find them and navigate to any charging station that you need to inside of your car. Want to promote your business in front of tech enthusiasts? You can sponsor AppFind to get a shout out on a video or even your own dedicated video. To learn more, see our rate card and request a sponsorship. You can click our link in the description to Passion Fruit to learn more and inquire about a sponsorship. So this has been a complete beginner's guide of the Tesla Model 3 2020. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let us know what your favorite feature of the Tesla Model 3 is in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bells to figure out when we release our next technology video. We love producing these technology videos for you and can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.